A great recipe doesn't have to be long and complicated. You can make something incredible using no more than 5 ingredients. Claire Robinson proves it in her cookbook, 5-Ingredient Fix, inspired by her Food Network show of the very same name. Now going into season 6, right?
Yes.
Claire, great to see you here this morning. Congratulations on the show, the book.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what are we doing here today?
Okay, well, this is really exciting. I'm taking a 3-ingredient recipe, and then I'm making all of these other recipes. So one 3-ingredient recipe turns into 4.
Okay, so wait a second. 5-Ingredient Fix. We're just doing 3 ingredients here,
yes.
Right? And then we're just going to add 2 along the way?
And then 2 along the way for each recipe, and it's so great. So starting with tomatoes, little grape tomatoes, the 5 ingredients, well, actually 3 for the first one.
Yep.
Grape tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as seasonal, these, I mean, is there a bad time for grape tomatoes?
You know, here's the thing. Grape tomatoes are the one thing that I love kind of year-round. You can actually find them pretty easily. You know, they're in the little pints, and they're flown in mostly anyway, so it's actually the tomato I do tend to use year-round. It's great. A little bit of salt, and then freshly cracked pepper. This goes into the oven, and they turn into those incredible, amazing jewels.
And how long are we putting these tomatoes in the oven for?
I go in about 45 minutes, but really it's more, here's the thing. I want you to really be a cook and look for this.
Boy, you can smell that garlic as soon as you open the door.
Oh, yeah. So you're looking for this. So this is more important than actually the time. The garlic will get nice and roasted and buttery. I mean, it's insanely good. So you're going to love it.
Don't overdo it. So 40, 45 minutes, make sure you check on it.
Well, if it goes longer, it goes longer. I mean, it just gets more incredible. Okay? So
now we're adding 2 ingredients to what we've already, that's our base, and now we're adding to it.
So we've got grape tomatoes, garlic, olive oil. Now we're adding some baguette and ricotta.
Nice.
Okay? Let me show you how great this is. You go ahead, take some ricotta, put it on here, just spread it out. See what we're doing here?
Yes, I do.
And then we're going to put tomatoes on top. But I'll show you how you do that. We take a little bit of olive oil. Again, now I already used this in the tomatoes.
So it doesn't count.
Right? And then I'm putting it on some baguette. And then you just pop this into the oven. It gets nice and golden brown and crispy, almost like a chip. You know what? When you're watching the game this weekend.
Great little apps, huh?
Well, exactly. The Jets win.
Who are you rooting for? Don't even.
Not that I'm biased at all.
No.
And I like to do a little bit of salt. Again, now there's gray salt, sea salt, kosher salt, whatever you've got.
And all your little salts and peppers, they don't count, right?
Salt and pepper does not count. My only 2 freebies. And then that's it. These get nice and toasty. Look at you. You're still going. Okay. Maybe I'll do that.
Sure. You're the one with the show.
Okay, that's right. I am the chef here.
Hey, don't knock. This guy won a cook-off last week. I don't want to keep bringing that up.
I heard something about that. I also heard it was rigged. What was that?
Only thing I can hang my hat on. Okay, let's moving down the line.
Okay. So some tomatoes go on. You see what they look like. They're insane. So now let's do some chicken. Okay. Bone in, skin on chicken breasts. You're going to take the tomatoes, the grape tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, the 2 added ingredients, chicken and tarragon.
So we're just pouring everything right in?
Putting this into a food processor. I'll show you. It's really simple. You just buzz it till it looks like this. This goes right on top of the chicken.
That's it, huh?
And that's it. Watch this.
And how long are we putting this in the oven for?
This, you just bake till the chicken's done. Again, it'll take about 30, 35 minutes. You just want to get your chicken nice and cooked. So you bake it like that, super simple. And there it is. You want to try it?
Is it okay? Can I try this?
Get into it. And then I put some fresh tarragon on at the very end. I don't bake it with the tarragon. I finish it with the tarragon. So you've got a little bit on there, actually. Try it. And then I made some angel hair pasta, tossed the same grape tomatoes, garlic, olive oil that I roasted in there, some fresh basil. And then again, brioche, poached egg, same tomatoes.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Just
look at all
5
those
ingredients, and we've made all of this. Over here, we just take a look. It almost looks like French toast.
Well, I know it's a breakfasty item.
That is fantastic.
But yeah, just poach an egg, and the egg will just ooze all over those tomatoes and that brioche. It's really, really delicious.
This chicken is fantastic, if you don't mind me.
And how easy.
Hello.
Hi.
We're here for a little sample.
We couldn't resist. So
you've been smelling the basil. I know you're a basil fan. This thing, you can be your own chef and add some basil if you want to this, but each one of these is 5 ingredients.
Claire, once again, you have done it.
Delicious tomatoes,
So when can we expect to see back on television again?
Let's see. Well, I'm on every Saturday at 10:30.
I was kidding. Anytime you put on our network, you're right there. But great to see it again. Thank you so much. Really wonderful.